Greetings, y'all. Um, I know you're probably wondering, hold on, Jamal is making two videos in one day? What's going on? Well, today is my birthday, and so I feel like I need to also recommit myself to the agenda, to the initiative of Black empowerment. And so I need to speak about various issues on this day that I would have recently become aware of. Apparently, our brother Umar Johnson has had a tour of the school facility most recently, and he basically wanted to show people that not only does he have access to walking around the property, but he can also open the door and conduct a tour. All right, and so basically, he has highlighted to the people that the school is underway. He has given us another date, saying that August of this year, the school will be opened, right? And so I'm not gonna just come on YouTube and be cynical. I wanna actually foreshadow uh, this timeline for the people. We wanna have it on record that we have received another date, and this date is in August. All right, August of 2019. Umar Johnson has told the people that we shall have the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. Okay, now it's been taking long. I can agree it's been taking very long. I would say that we should be cautiously optimistic. Um, I'm usually cautiously optimistic when people in my community um, foreshadow an initiative of this nature. Um, I can say that it's very important that we have schools for the black community that can consider our demographics, that can consider our history, that can consider our sociology, that can consider our relevant culture when creating a school curriculum. Okay, when creating a curriculum, it is important that we have a school system. It's important that we have educators who can teach from the vantage point of African descendants, who can engage African descendants with programs and platforms that can inspire our people, that can cause us to rise out of the state that we are in, which is in a heavy dependence on colonial establishments. And we find that this is the case practically in every country that we live in. We find ourselves heavily dependent on colonial institutions, and we are unable to chart an Africa First initiative. We are unable to chart a Black First course for our people. And it's important that we use education to equip our people with the necessary experience, with the necessary information that can cause them to become independent, that can cause the black population to become autonomous in whatever jurisdiction that we find ourselves living in. All right. And so, our brother is enacting a program that many people have been very cynical of. Some people are saying that when they went in the building, that the light switches were not working, that they were not turning on. All right. And some people are saying if the power is not on, if the building has not become, as if the renovation of the building has not um, commenced as yet, you know, how can they sustain employing a staff of teachers? How can they sustain having resources to feed the students? How can they sustain having the necessary resource material for the children. Um, all of these things have been highlighted by various thinkers, and I felt it was necessary to also include those ideas in this video. Okay, people, but um, yes, foreshadowed another date, and let us see what will take place um, in August of this year. Okay, so let's just be cautiously optimistic. Um, I'm the first person to say if anybody is misleading African people, uh, we should not only expose them, but we should make them accountable. Okay, we should make them accountable for what they have done. And we don't necessarily have to turn our brothers and sisters over to the system. What we can do, according to the honor system, according to the notion of us being a village, we need to hold counsel with our brother, um, and basically cause him to reflect on his actions and also give us a timeline when these funds will be repaid. All right. Now, I'm not speaking specifically about Umar Johnson. I'm speaking about all people who we would determine to be false, all people who we would determine to be misleading. We should hold them accountable. And if we would have funded any initiatives that would not have materialized, then we should seek to have these funds returned to us. All right. Now, like I said, I'm not looking to see any of our brothers and sisters behind bars. So what I would say is, if we find that there's some improprieties and we are not certain about this school ever materializing, then we should also come together with our brother and find ways to recoup these expenses. But people, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below about all of this. Um, Hopefully, there's a positive outcome from all of this um, advocating that has been taking place. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. One love.